Kat was true to her word. Instead of having another date on the 6th day of the show, she planned a huge party for the staff instead. A thank you for all your hard work party. As soon as she told her staff that Violet would be cooking for the event, all of them dropped everything and helped prepare for it. While the staff prepared the party grounds during the day, each of us were hard at work, making sure other parts of it went well. Violet cooked mountains of food as if her life depended on it. In truth, it did! Yui was playing games with the staff outside. It didn't take long for her to become a fast favorite for them. I'm pretty sure half the staff were playing the games just so they could get her to notice them. And she knew it. I have to admit, I'm really impressed by Yui. Her plan is really coming together. Terra and Scarlett joined forces to make sure all the staff joined the festivities. Terra used Cat Producer's room to find any stragglers who hadn't joined the festivities. As Terra found them one by one, Scarlett turned on the charm and made sure that they came with her to the party. Then when it was time for Scarlett to switch to the other mission, Allie took over, though I'm told she employed more force than charm. Meanwhile, I ran around like a chicken with its head cut off, trying to make sure every part of our plan was going smoothly. And for once, it did. A few hours later, we had every staff member on the island partying their lights out.
Everybody's here?
You bet. You should have seen the ones that tried to run. I made sure everyone who came stayed too.
Perfect. Everybody's eaten? As they should have. It is fine food. Looks like it's all going according to plan. I'm just going to go ahead and get to the fun part.
Ella pulled out a remote from her pocket and pressed a button on it. A few seconds later, fireworks were shooting into the sky above the party grounds. The cheers of the staff were like thunder.
And with that, the plan is going smoothly as can be. Great job, team. We owe you one, Yui. Right back at you, Allie.
We cheered as fireworks after firework lit up the night sky.
Whoa, are fireworks supposed to be this bright?
Come to think of it, these fireworks are practically blinding.
I have to say, I did a pretty good job with these fireworks. Though there might be some side effects to watching them from so close.
Let's worry about that later. The fireworks were the signal to those trying to escape that there was nothing left to do except wait. It's going to be a long night.
I know what we said before, but it'd be such a shame to spend tonight just worrying over what may happen tomorrow. We might live, we might die, same as any other day. How about instead we just dance the night away?
You know what? That sounds great.
That sounds lovely. Let's do it.
Come on, let's dance like there's no tomorrow. Yuck. Don't be like that, Terra. It'd be good for us to blow off some steam. Dancing sounds like exercise, and exercise.
Allie picked up Terra over her shoulder.
And away we go.
on!
Scarlett grabbed my hand and pulled me with her to where people were dancing. The others followed close behind.
They sure are carefree, huh? Some things never change.
Maybe we'll get out of here tomorrow. Maybe we won't. I hope we do, though. I like to think that one day we'll look back and remember this day. It was the most fun night I've ever had. Out of the nights that I can remember. We lived like there was no tomorrow. And now we'll find out if there is a tomorrow for us. We waited in the darkness for hours, waiting for the boat to come. The plan was simple, yet had no room for error. First, we need to make sure the boat really is coming.
It's later than usual.
You think they're onto us?
No, it'll just be a little longer.
It's cold.
There's no point worrying at this point. If they're onto us now, we're already dead. All we can do is wait.
We waited for an hour more, then another. We were losing hope. I guess we're...
It's here.
Cat pointed towards the ocean. We all looked in unison. Just as she said, the boat was coming. It looked huge. Despite how far it was, it must have been massive up close.
Alright, it's only going to be a few minutes before it reaches the shore. Let's book it back to the mansion.
Second, we need to get back to the mansion before the boat reaches the shore. From what Kat told us, the staff will physically inspect the mansion to make sure we're here. We're there. We can't rely on overriding the feeds. If we're not there, they'll sound the alarm, and our chance of escaping will go from slim to nil. According to Kat, it's how I got caught last time. We made it back to the mansion and rushed to our respective rooms. I turned off the light, then jumped onto the bed and pretended to be asleep. A few moments later, I heard the sound of somebody opening a door. It must be them. There was a mechanical rhythm to it. Footsteps, a door would open, more footsteps, a short pause, footsteps again, a door would close, repeat. Over and over, closer and closer, till it got to my room. I tried my best to make my breathing sound natural. Breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, footsteps. A second later, my door opens. I can tell there's probably about 5 people. Breathe in. They're walking closer to me. Breathe out. I could tell 2 of them are in front of me. They're muttering somewhere under their breath. Sure. You have to pity it. Come on. She can do better. Rude. Breathe in. Oi, something's wrong. Feels like my heart stopped. Breathe out. They move me closer to me, step by step. What's that? Breathe in. I think it takes everything I have to not move when every nerve in my body screams to run. This is it. They're on to me. Can't help but ball up into the fist of my hand. Hi. Never mind. done for the night? Let's head out. Sounds good to me. I heard them walk further away from me than outside the room. Finally, they closed the door. I breathed out like never before. On to the next part of the plan. We regrouped downstairs.
That wasn't so difficult, was it?
Like taking candy from a baby.
Wait, where's Terra?
I'll go check on her.
As on cue, Terra came running down the stairs.
I'm good. Don't worry about it. And I definitely didn't fall asleep just now.
I didn't buy it, and the rest of us didn't either.
Alright, back to the problem at hand. We may have avoided detection for now, but now there's going to be upwards of 100 guards on patrol between here and the boat. There's little to no chance we can all make it there without being seen, but it's a chance we'll have to take. Actually, we have just the thing for that. Courtesy of Scarlett and I. What's that? Well, we went through all the trouble of preparing such a big party for all the staff. It would be a shame if we didn't give them a little extra to chew on, no? You didn't.
Oh, she did. It was like an absurd scene from an art house movie gone mad. Grades! Bananas! Brains and bananas! Something should have. Hundreds of zombies littered the field.
You know, I can't believe we ever let you make shit, Scarlett. You better be glad that you did. Now that I think about it, couldn't we have just put on a sleeping agent or something like that in?
Where's the fun in that? Well, we still have to go past them to get to the boat, right?
Don't worry about it. I got a fair share of experience in taking down zombies.
Something about that rubs me the wrong way.
Don't worry about it. Let's be on our way.
We managed to sneak out from the mansion without much of a fuss. As soon as we got to the forest, it was smooth sailing. There were just a few zombies in there. To be honest, how much Scarlett enjoyed herself taking them down was more concerning. I'll worry about that when we get off this island. For now, I'll focus on getting out of here. A few moments later, we made it to the beach. The boat was clear in sight. Wow, it's huge!
Let's not waste any time.
We rushed onto the ship and ran straight for the captain's deck.
You guys wait here. It's practically guaranteed that the engine's been tampered with, and I need to fix it. If I know my father, he'll do it just the way it was last time. You know what, Robbie? Come with me just in case. Maybe that's where the crew members are.
Lead the way. It was pitch black inside. Cat had to shine a light to see anything.
Strange. Where are they? Well, let's not look a gift horse in the mouth. I found it! Chalk it up to my dad outsourcing everything to the grunts. This is child's play to me now.
Cat got to work fixing the engine.
Watch my back. We still don't know if we're in the clear, and this is gonna take a minute.
Got it. I turned around and kept a lookout. It was almost impossible to see anything though. Since when were you a mechanic?
Honestly, since my first failed escape, I had to teach myself. There isn't exactly a trade school on this island. If I hadn't, I'd never been able to help anybody escape this island. I'm
sorry I didn't trust you before, Cat. I I get it now. Why you did what you had to do?
Keep talking like that and you'll raise a death flag for the both of us. Jeez. We can talk more later if you'd like. In the meantime, this boat is fixed.
Nice!
Let's tell the others. Let's tell the others and get the hell out of here.
We ran back to the others and told them the good news. At the same time, Kat revved up the engine of the boat. We were good to go. We literally jumped for joy as the boat started to move.
Gosh, I can't believe it. We're really doing this.
We're finally getting out of here.
It is hard to believe, but it is true. We did it.
Now, you don't have to thank me all at once. We really did it. Thank you, Kat. You really saved us. You did. You wouldn't be able to get to this point if it weren't for you.
There's no need to thank me. I actually should apologize that I didn't do any of this sooner.
The intercom rang out. Kat turned white as a sheet when we heard a voice that was all too familiar.
No. Damn it! Damien.
Ding, ding, ding! I guess you learned at least something in school, Kat. Not enough, clearly. But hey, it's something. That's got to win a participation ribbon somewhere.
You knew what I was planning.
Of course I did, dearie. I made you. I know exactly how you think. And I have to thank you. Your mother would be proud at the show you've given us these last 2 years.
What?
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I forget to tell you? While you were busy filming Robbie and those other bitches, my team was filming your brave attempts to save these idiots. Gives the audience a little more reason for why they should stay in line, you know. After all, if I did this to my own daughter, imagine what I'd do to someone who wasn't.
You're a monster.
Flattery would get you nowhere, Kit Kat.
Well, it doesn't matter now. Do whatever the hell you want. We're getting out of here. We fixed the boat and there's nothing you can do to stop us now. We're getting out of here.
Saying garbage like that is just playing with fire, love. The earth started to shake. Even though we were on the boat, I can tell the island was rumbling. In the distance, a metal barrier slowly rose out of the ocean, all around the island. It climbed higher and higher till it cast a shadow over the boat. Higher and higher, till the only daylight we could see was just from a circle above us. We were trapped. How about we play a little game, little rats? Damien spoke down to us from some kind of holographic screen on the walls. He gestured to some kind of machine behind him, in what looks like a strange kind of stadium. I've got myself a little switch here that controls the barrier. One push of this, and you'd be free to go. It'd be easy for you to waltz on in and flip it. You've gotten rid of all of our security. But this switch is only going to work if you have 2 people's handprints with producer-level clearance. Sure, you've got Kat, but you'll never be able to get mine. He pulled out the same gun I'd been shot with before. Though don't let that stop you from trying. The holograph disappeared with a click, leaving us in an uneasy silence.
Our hands are tied. We have no choice but to go back.
Hello? He's got a gun. He'd take us all down before we even have a chance to grab him.
We've got no choice, though. If we wait here, it's only a matter of time before they can send people after us.
I guess we have to head back to the beach.
Let's turn this around. We've got an ass to kick. No, that's exactly what Damien wants you to do.
The turning around part or the ass kicking?
I'll leave that to your imagination. Damien has a script that he wants to see play out. People try to revolt, fail, and get killed. I guarantee you, if we do just that, he has a plan for it. He'll find some kind of way to turn us against each other, and then none of us will be making it out of here alive. Even so, we can't just stay here and wait until we're out of time. Robbie and I will go flip the switch. Besides, we're the only two people here who can do anything about it.
Huh?
What do you mean by that? I thought that only you and Damien.
I'll explain on the way. There's no time. Robbie, are you ready to run? I won't allow it! There's no way we're letting Robbie go back there without us!
You said it, sister.
I'm not letting you all lose your one chance of getting out of here. Scarlett, please, you know exactly what Damien is capable of. I don't like this cat. I know. Let them go. Believe me, I hate this. I hate this to my core, but Kat's right.
Kat didn't waste a moment. She reached for my hand. Before I knew what I was doing, we ran off to the boat together and back to the mansion as fast as we could. I was running on pure instinct, like my body had done this before, countless of times. I looked back at the boat just once, but I couldn't help but linger for a moment. I could tell from their faces that they wanted to be running with me, not waiting for us to come back. I'm going to make Damien pay for making them suffer like this. We went back to running. I followed Kat's lead.
It's earlier than I planned, but there's no time like the present for exposition about your past.
It'd be good to know why I'm running with you. Would I happen to be the resistant to bullets?
We'll find out if you are together. Though, if you look at your history, I'd say no.
Hey, I survived the time you shot me. I'm pretty resistant.
Touché. Before you came onto this show, you were a producer just like me. We used to work together. We were partners. In more ways than one, though. That was forever ago. Living and working on this island was the only life I'd ever known. It sounds awful, but I didn't have a problem with running these shows. There was nothing different to compare it to. But then I met you. I've got no idea what would bring someone like you to this island, but meeting you changed me.
She smiled like I never seen before.
You made me see that there was a world out there that was beautiful. You made me hope that I could be part of that world one day. And you helped me realize that we needed to shut this place down. If we wanted there to be a world out there at all. For years we worked together to free as many people as we could from these death trap shows. We'd ship them away to safety, fake their deaths, everything. And we did just that for a time. Then Damien started to suspect something was up. Each day, he got closer and closer to figuring out, until I knew we couldn't stay any longer. But it was too late by then. Damien caught us.
You mean you betrayed me? I can't remember much, but I remember you and we were together. And then you sold me out right when we were trying to escape? Why?
It's like I said before. I didn't have a choice, and I still don't. I know you have no reason to trust me anymore, and I don't expect you to. But we need each other's help to get off this island now. Since both of us are technically still producers, we can activate the switch if we work together. We don't even have to take Damien down, though I doubt he'd let us use it that easily. Can you trust me enough for that?
Honestly, I don't know. A part of me wants to trust her. The same part that unconsciously remembers that I did for years and years. But now I can forget. How can I forget that betrayal? Even if she had her reasons. Sure. I'll keep an eye on her. When we get back to the mansion, Kat made a beeline for the lab. I ran with her as fast as I could. Our footsteps on the winding metal staircase echoed like a thundering drum.
You're about to see the real reason why the show is on the island.
Kat took out her master key, and it slid into a hidden socket in a wall behind one of the tanks. Click.
Don't say I didn't warn you.
The same wall split into 2 doors, slowly revealing another hidden staircase. You think you guys could get an elevator instead?
I said the same thing.
As soon as I took one step down the staircase, I could tell something was different. Something was telling me that I shouldn't go down there.
Come on, we don't have time to waste.
I've got nothing to lose. With each step down, it grew darker and darker. Eventually, I couldn't even see my hand in front of my face. Then, light. Blinding light and applause. Welcome, welcome! You finally made it! Damien's face was plastered all over countless screens in a stadium that could be filled with tens and thousands of people. Countless cameras littered the seats, all focused on the center stage, and the battleground sprawling with a maze-like walls of shapes and sizes and littered with guns. Thanks to the walls, I couldn't see Damien directly, but we knew he was here from the screens. We wouldn't have a show with you idiots, so I'm glad you actually came back. Oh man, you couldn't even bring back the others. You're no fun. You just really gotta make me work. Anyway, congrats on making it this far, etc., etc. I gotta say, I'm proud of you for making it here, daughter of mine. I'm impressed that you've remembered your old aunt just from a few seconds video.
No thanks to you, you dirtbag.
It's the only way to thank someone who gives you room and board.
You gave Robbie a way nicer room than I ever got.
Blame your mum for that one, kid. Anyway, how about be a dear and explain the game we've got going on here?
The switch we're looking for is somewhere here. The problem is, so is Damien, and he's got a gun, and more ammunition than he needs to kill both of us.
What about the weapons on the ground? Maybe there's something we can use to level the playing field.
It's all we can do, but the odds aren't in our favor. Most of the weapons laying around are useless. They're meant to make people lose hope that they could fight back.
Most is better than all of them, at least.
Well, yes and no. There's no hope to lose if they knew all of them were fake. That's Damien's MO. He'll give the people trapped on his shows just enough hope for escape that he'll use to trap you. Real guns among the fakes, boats and planes when you're trapped on an island. If we're going to make it through this, you can't fall for his game. Understand?
Loud and clear.
Then let's go. There's no time to waste.
We ran from the wall to wall, taking cover between each time. Whenever we had the chance, we'd pick up and what looked like a gun and to see if it was real. We only had seconds to check for each one. Damien was hot on our trail. A gunshot rang out, blowing a hole through the wall that Kat and I were hiding behind. What's the matter? You're like 2 rats in a cab. He fired again. Shrapnel from the wall scraped my arm. Fuck! It was like my arm had been lit on fire.
Robbie, you okay?
I'll live. Don't worry. We need to find a weapon.
And we need to find the switch.
We ran behind another wall, narrowly dodging another shot from Damien. It dawned on me that he wasn't even trying to hit us. He was trying to make us scared. And it was working. But why?
He's reloading, come on!
We dashed out from behind a wall and ran past Damien, looking desperately for the switch for any weapons we can find. I managed to pick up 2 pistols. Cat did the same.
Damn, looks like they're fake too. How's yours looking?
I took a look at the first one. Upon further inspection, it was clear it was no more than a plastic toy. But the second one... Can't realize it is the same second I did. It was real, with a single bullet loaded.
Alright, that's good. Let's...
Another shot rang out, blowing a hole in the wall just next to where my head was a second ago. Fuck! How come he gets that fucking hand cannon?
The budget's got to go somewhere, I guess. Anyway, we've got the guns. That's probably the only real one in the stadium. We need to find the switch now. Even with a gun, we're no match for him.
Sounds good to me. We ran further through the stadium, opposite the entrance until we were in the square middle of the stadium. And there it was.
The switch! You'd think they'd have hit it better.
Damien's laughter had echoed through the arena as he reappeared on the screens above the arena. Congrats! You found the switch! It's a damn shame. I forgot to mention something about this switch here. It won't do jack shit, even if you both have access, as long as I've got a heartbeat. And I plan on sticking around. But I'm not heartless. In fact, I'm a pretty decent guy from what I'm about to do. Cat looked like she had just seen a ghost. Cat, Robbie, I can offer. You can't refuse, but only one of you can claim it. If either of you kills the other one, I'll let the one left standing go. Who'll forget this ever happened and call it a wrap on Find Love or Die Trying. I'll even let the survivors leave the island. I can even guarantee I'm telling the truth, because this is airing live to the world right now. People bow down and get in line because I tell them the truth, because they know I keep my word. They wouldn't believe me for a second if I went back on it, you know. Not a bad deal, especially considering that if no one takes that offer, I'll just kill both of you. I'm giving you 5 minutes to decide. Then I'm coming for you. The screen shut off. Karen and I looked at each other, a mix of horror and fear on her face, and there was no doubt that mine mirrored hers.
Robbie, I can't imagine what's racing through your head now. You probably think I'm gonna betray you again, right?
I was at a loss for words.
You don't have to say anything. Look, I can't blame you for doubting me. And honestly, if you just shot me right now, I'd be okay with it. Because then, you'd be free to go. I know Damien would keep his word. But if there's even the slightest, oh god, I can't talk. But even if there's the slightest chance that you want me to be able to escape from here too, then I need to ask you something that I know sounds insane.
What's that?
I need you to give me the gun. The only real one we've got. Look, I'm not stupid enough to know how that sounds. The simple reality is, I've known you for so long that one thing I know about you is that you're a terrible shot. Me, I'm as good as you can get on this island. I think I'm our best bet to taking him down, but I understand completely if you're not willing to trust me. If you think I'm lying, I get it. And if you don't trust me...
She closed her eyes and pressed her finger against her forehead.
Then please, just make it quick.
The gun in my hands had never felt so heavy. On one hand, a guarantee that I can make it out of here alive. On the other hand, trusting Kat. Can I trust Kat? After all that she's done to me? Can I really believe her words when the memories that prove or deny them are lost to me? I've got no time. I have to choose. Oh, God. Okay. I'm sorry, Kat.
Don't be. I deserve this.
I raised the gun and pointed it at her. I took a deep breath.
Goodbye, Robbie. I love you.
Goodbye, Kat. Goodbye, Island. I've earned my freedom, but at what cost? Every step I take back to the boat gets heavier and heavier. Feels like I'm sinking into the ground. For some reason, I'm crying. My heart hurts so much. It feels like a part of me has died. I fall to the ground. I try to get up, but I just sink deeper and deeper into the ground. I'm sorry, Kat. I'm so sorry.